McCahon is one of New Zealand's greatest artists. He was born in 1919 in Timaru and trained in Dunedin in the late 1930s. 2019 is the centenary of Colin McCahon's birth, and as a way of kind of marking that moment and celebrating the huge contribution that he's made to New Zealand art history, we are hanging a group of 9 of his works in the Toi Art galleries. He was extremely daring in his practice. He worked across lots of different kinds of subjects and formats. He worked at a vast scale often, and he produced work that was doing something very different from what other New Zealand artists were doing at the time. What we've chosen to do to mark the centenary is to bring out 3 really significant groups of works from 3 particularly important moments in his life. So the first group is 3 works which were all painted in 1947. They're from an early series that McCahon did of religious scenes painted in the New Zealand landscape and the landscape around Nelson. And they're works that set up a lot of the themes and the ideas that come throughout his career. So they show him introducing text into his paintings for the first time, which is something that he continues to play with right up until his last works, where he's producing quite a lot of paintings that are entirely text. The second group of work that we're showing is a group of 4 abstract canvases, 3 of which were done in the early 1960s, which are part of a bigger series of work that McCahon painted called the Gate series. In these works he was really responding to the threat of nuclear war, which he saw as being this kind of very urgent concern of the time. And then the last 2 works that we're showing are 2 paintings of his from the 1970s, where you see McCahon again shifting his practice, working at a really huge scale. So one of these works is a painting called Walk that was painted in memory of the poet James K. Baxter in 1973, and it's made up of 11 individual panels which hang along a wall at a length of almost 13 metres, and it shows a view of Muriwai Beach where McCahon was living at the time. So you sort of experience the view of the beach as you walk along it, and it's an act of remembrance that you're kind of experiencing physically alongside the artist.